Eastern Airways is certainly not the most known airline outside of the UK, but this is something that might be changing in the near future. We will take a closer look at Eastern Airways. Now, yesterday I came in on the inaugural flight between Esbjerg and Humberside on Eastern Airways, but for now let's head inside and hear more about Eastern Airways. There might be many good reasons why Eastern Airways isn't the most known airline, despite an impressive 25 years of scheduled services, with an impressive UK domestic network and now also growing international ambitions.
We started out and founded by flying oil and gas workers primarily, and that's then evolved into a lot more leisure routes. So we're an independent company. We've currently got just over 20 airframes or aircraft ranging from the Embraer down to the Jetstream, and it's really connecting predominantly the UK, Ireland, some parts of Europe, but with a lot of charter work and work for corporate clients.
The airline's daily operations are monitored and organized from the airline's headquarters, still situated from where the airline's history began 25 years ago, at Humberside Airport. But keeping aircraft on the move isn't always as easy as it might appear.
Today in particular, we've had a lot of snow in several of the airports that we've been visiting today, and it causes a lot of snow closures, and that kind of has quite a lot of challenges in regards to dealing with aircrafts, and the problem that we kind of see at the moment is that when it closes because of snow and it opens, there's several airlines that need to kind of go straight away, so we have to be booked in a queue for de-icing. So it's a matter of just pre-predicting where we can actually go, when we can go. Sometimes it's a lot more harder than it is, because there'll be like a queue for taxiing, there'll be a queue for getting de-iced. There'll be a queue for handling, so where we need a push to get off our stand, we have a struggle. We could be fully ready, but we're waiting on other third-party companies to help us out. And that's some of the challenges when it snows.
Taking on more than just one role is not unusual at smaller airlines, which is something the airline but also the airline staff can greatly benefit from.
Throughout COVID, they asked me to come back in the office as well as fly. And I kind of like the role in the office because it gets me to work with several different people. I like the thrill of the chase of kind of working with my team to trying to get the best turnaround times, to get efficient turnaround times, and making our aircraft fly. Because actually fly as well as do operations, it's a very great advantage for me, because I know the disadvantages as being in the right-hand seat or a left-hand seat in the flight deck, and not knowing the full picture, where pilots can get a bit frustrated. And again, being in the flight deck as well, I can actually help the captain out with my knowledge and my experience from working in operations as well. But the flying side of things, that's what I live for, that's what I love doing. Maybe not today because of the snow, but overall I love the flying part of it as well.
The Jetstream 41 is truly the workhorse of Eastern Airways, and here at Humberside Airport, actually right inside this hangar, the mechanics of Eastern Airways are taking good care of these aircraft.
We're predominantly based on base maintenance, so the aircraft comes in, we strip it down completely. My task is to strip down all the avionics to make availability to the bulkheads for the fitters to get in and do their inspections. It's built in the, without being biased, there's a British engineering, and it's as solid as a rock as a Jetstream. It just keeps going and going and going. I mean, they're quite an old aircraft now in terms of things, but grafters of the air, we'd like to call them.
The Jetstream 41, being a quite small aircraft in today's aviation world, means that operating the aircraft is a bit different from the perspective of the crew than with most other aircraft types.
We do recruit for cabin crew who are able to work by themselves, as we do operate as a single cabin crew operator. That means that the cabin crew member, once they finish their training, their ground school, they will then have to complete the equivalent of 20 hours or 15 sectors by themselves with a line trainer until they're signed off, and then they will manage the cabin and the operation and the flight by themselves.
Of course, with Eastern apart from the jet stream, also operating ATR and Embraer aircraft, crews can experience a multitude of tasks and routes.
So there is a lot of variation. The cabin crew can be tri-rated, which means they can operate on 3 different aircraft types. Sometimes the Jetstream 41, which is a single crew operation, or the E-Jets or the ATR, which is 2 crew. So it gives a nice variation as well for the cabin crew, but lots and lots to learn and to refresh on their knowledge and to demonstrate their understanding and their knowledge of the aircraft types. So all the cabin crew come back every year and will complete a year with us in our training facility, and they'll be tested on all the aircraft types and first aid, their security knowledge, dangerous goods every 2 years, and they will also complete refresher training with the pilots as well, so we'll do joint training sessions too.
So it is not uncommon for smaller airlines to outsource their crew trainings, but as we heard, Eastern Airways has dedicated facilities right here at Humberside Airport, and they have the one and perhaps only Jetstream 41 simulator.
Yes, I mean this is the only Jetstream 41 simulator in the world. The only other one was in Florida, which got dismantled last year. I treat it no differently from any other simulator I've worked on. It is a simulator, so to me there is no great prestige about it, but yes, obviously because it is unique, there is a prestige about it.
With the simulator, Eastern Airways can ensure that the airline's pilots remain well trained on the Jetstream and can maintain their type rating.
Basically all pilots will go through the simulator twice a year. They'll carry out all the emergency. Basically what they're doing is making sure that they know what they're doing, they safely carry out the correct procedures.
But it's not only Eastern Airways pilots that benefit from the simulator.
We get pilots from France, Nepal and Venezuela.
So from operations to maintenance to crew training, there's lots of things going on behind the scenes to get an aircraft up in the sky. So reporting from Humberside Airport, thank you for watching and hope to see you soon.